Mm. Would you mind just going back to you? Okay. Mm-hmm. As long as they, Thank you. Yeah. What's your nickname? Or the team? Okay. That's the best to ask, but you know what he wants to do. We should pick up the girls over there. I was getting the other spot. I was getting a playing time. Yeah. Now I pulled in. I just All right, good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to Chisholm, Minnesota. We're coming to you live from the Chisholm Memorial Arena. The Minneapolis Storm girls are getting ready to take on the Moundsview Irondale Mavericks. All right, we're trying out a new platform today, so hopefully you can see and hear everything okay. This is the first game of our tournament this weekend. We're fortunate enough to find the arena. No audio or what? All right, we're ready for a puck drop. So Nora Spears take it. She wins the draw. Back to Jensen Cook. And now picked up by Avery Johnson. Nice cross ice pass to Franzen. Franzen's shot goes a little wide. We're kind of operating in a tight space here today. So we have a little bit of an obstructed view down on the left side here. Is currently the Moundsview Irondale zone. Moundsview Irondale Mavericks able to break it out. And they get called for an offside. Sturmer's going to take the draw right in front of us. He's out there with Cook and Substad, backed up by Klossner and Johnson. And this is Substad carrying it into the zone. Lucy has it poked away. Klossner comes down, gives it back to Substad. Her shot hits the side of the net. Cook battles for it in the corner. Lucy Johnson backed up by Sterner. Hadley's able to keep it in. And it's Irondale pushing it forward. Tracked down by Klossner. Nice move there by Elsa. Elsa's going to stay with it. He pushes it out of the zone back to Sterner. He's defended well by the Mavericks player. Mavericks will dump it in the zone and get a line change. Lucy Substad running into a little traffic as she tries to get it out of the zone. And now it's Lucy Johnson picking it up right in front of us. He circles back around, trying to find a little room. There's three Maverick players all over her. Couldn't get it out of the zone, but now it's picked up by Substad. He carries it across the line, gets tripped up. And Mavericks will gain the zone once again. Trying for a wraparound on the other side. Boyce is there. She'll put a glove on it. And we're going to face off in the storm zone. About 12 and a half left to go in the first period. Each team maybe with a shot on goal here. Mavericks controlling off the draw. That shot is blocked by Spear. And this is Jensen Cook trying to push it forward to Johnson Peeler. That was defended well, and now it's Avery Johnson trying to send it out of the zone. The Mavericks are there. And now they try for a centering pass. They get it back. And that shot was blocked. The Mavericks doing a good job here keeping it in the zone. Centering pass out in front, controlled. They drop it back to the point. That shot comes in, blocked by Jensen Cook. And now it's Jensen Cook in the corner, battling for it. Moundsview Irondale coming out with it. Good save there by Boyce. Tough angle shot. Second opportunity and a nice pad save there by Elodie. And the backhand shot from the Maverick forward goes top shelf. And they take the lead early here in the first period. Sneaky little shot there by number 9. She was able to get that backhander up and over the shoulder of Elodie. And with 11:22 left to go in the first, it's a 1-goal lead for Moundsview Irondale. Lucy Johnson over the line, ran into some traffic, pushed back out. Klossner will take it, trying to find Substab. Nice pass. Lucy did a nice job receiving that pass, but ran into a defender. And now it's Sturmer regrouping back in the neutral zone, but her pass up to Substat was picked off. And now it's sent back down deep into the Storm zone, where it's picked up by Klossner. She changes direction, gets it back up to Substad. Now Lucy's going to take it up the right-hand side, met by a couple defenders. As it brought back to Jensen Cook, who dumps it down into the Maverick zone. This will be an icing here on Moundsview. Irondale bringing the face-off back down into their zone with just over 10 minutes remaining in the first. Minneapolis able to get a little pressure early on, but no quality shots as of yet. Sturmer's taking the face-off. He wins it back to Johnson. Avery's shot hits some traffic. He's able to keep it in the zone temporarily, but the Mavericks clear. And now it's Jensen Cook pushing it up the right-hand side. She chases it. Mavericks got there first. They cleared the zone, and now they got a breakaway. And they score. So just like that, Moundsview Irondale out to a 2-goal lead with just under 10 to play. Face off coming right in front of us. Spears going to take it. Brings it back to Klossner. Also does a good job pushing it back forward to Nora. Nora is able to get a shot off. It's on net, and it's covered up, and we'll get a face off. Nice face off win there by Spear. Johnson able to get a shot off. It hits some traffic in front. Moundsview Irondale clears. And it's a race to the puck. Won by Klossner. Fair change picked up now by Spear. And it's Nora Spear wisely dumping it in down low. She gives chase along with Ramsden and Cook. Mavericks clear, and it's Jensen Cook winning the race to the puck back down in the Storm zone. She tried to clear, ultimately pushed out, and now played by Nora Spear. Here comes Nora. Trying to cut back to the middle, got a shot off. It was blocked by the Maverick defender. And it's Jensen Cook now, back across the line. Sticking with it. Tough angle shot. Puck slides through the crease to the other side where it's played by Avery Johnson. Her centering pass in front was tipped by Johnson Fueler. And it's Avery Johnson keeping the puck in. Sturmer comes over to support. The puck gets flipped over the boards onto the bench. And we're going to face off in the Maverick zone with 8:05 left to go in the first. Mavericks lead 2-0. And a nice face-off win there by Minneapolis. Johnson pushes it to Johnson Fueler. And good job by Avery keeping it in. Sturmer gives chase. Avery Johnson doing a good job holding the line. Both teams battle along the near wall, just inside the Maverick zone. Mavericks are playing around on the other side. Sturmer is there to disrupt. Jensen Cook keeps it in. She'll ring it back around. Dubstad gives chase. Avery Johnson again holding the line. It's sent out of the zone by the Mavericks, but that's going to slide all the way down for an icing, which will give us a face-off back in their zone. Norris Spear again taking a draw for the Storm. She wins it back to Lucy Johnson. She goes D to Klossner. Also was feeling the pressure, dumped it back in, and now again pinching, holding the line, and gets it back down to Pesa. Pesa going back up the wall to Klossner. Her shot hit a stick. Oh, good shot there by Pesa, but it goes over the net. And now it's kept in near side by Lucy Johnson. Avery coming down to pinch. Lucy Johnson sending it back down. It's forced out of the zone by the Mavericks. Going to slide all the way down. No icing is the call. Mavericks win the race for the puck. And a centering pass was got wide. And now it's going to steer back the other way. She gets a shot off. Loose puck. Controlled by the Mavericks. They send it up the wall. And this will most definitely be an icing. And we'll get another face-off back in their zone. The Storm continue to provide a little pressure here late in the first period. Sturmer is going to take the face-off. He's out there with Cook and Studstead. Backed up by Johnson and Jensen Cook. And good job there by Jensen Cook holding the line. Maverick's second attempt to clear is successful, and the puck slides all the way down and retrieved by Jensen Cook deep in the Storm zone. Shot from the point by the Mavericks was blocked. And now the loose puck will just get covered up by Boyce, and we'll get another face-off. Nice face-off win there by Sturmer. Jensen Cook comes back to support, changes direction, flings it the other way. Substad gives chase. She chips it out of the zone, and she and Sturmer coming in with a lot of speed. Good forecheck here by Substad. And good job by Jensen Cook holding the line. She dumps it back in. Substad on the chase again with Sturmer. Sturmer comes over to play it along the near wall, gets knocked down. Smart play by Jensen Cook, stepping up in front of the Maverick forward to hold the line. Mavericks will eventually clear. Temporarily gain the zone before it's pushed out by Jensen Cook. Mavericks right back in with a shot. Goes wide, came off the boards, and is covered up by Boyce, and we'll get another face-off. 4:27 left to go in the first. Minneapolis down by 2. Nice play there by Here to direct the puck wide. Lucy Johnson comes down the plate along the wall, changes direction, sends it off the boards and down the length of the ice, and this will be an icing. Spear taking the face off again for Minneapolis. She wins it over to Lucy Johnson. Puck finds its way back across. So it's played by Franzen and back into the zone. Johnson again on it. There's Johnson Fueler. Oh, dangerous tip in front. Saved by Boyce. Klossner's going to skate it out. Minneapolis has numbers coming the other way. 3-on-2 for the Storm. Klossner goes wide right. Comes back to the middle. Goes for a backhand shot. He scores! Nice move by Klossner to go wide right, cut back to the middle, went to her backhand, goes 5-hole, and gets Minneapolis on the board. Ooh. Strong forward check there by Substad. Got that puck on her stick, and it just rolled off. Otherwise, she might have had a good look. Pesa battles for it. Sturmer's over there as well. Mavericks are able to clear. Avery Johnson chases it down. And on the clearing attempt. And now it's sent back down low where it's collected by Jensen Cook. We got a little pressure along the far side. Sturmer now taking on 3 Maverick defenders. Mavericks able to keep it in, but it's picked up by Jensen Cook for a breakout pass to Pesa. And this is going to be Pesa carrying it up the left side. Pesa, nice shot! And a good glove save by the Maverick Pendy. Strong shot there by Pesa. 2:11 left to go in the first period. Minneapolis down by a goal. Face off in the Maverick zone. Storm able to get a line change. Spear is going to take the face off. She wins it to Substad and ultimately came back to Lucy Johnson. It's forced out of the zone by the Mavericks and finds its way back to Johnson. She's across the line. We got a 2-on-1. Johnson got tied up. Franzen went over to get it. He got knocked off the puck. It's held in the zone by Klossner and ultimately picked up by the Mavericks. Set back down low by Johnson. Klossner keeping it in on the far side. And now it's Franzen battling in the corner. Now it's Mavericks out of the zone with some numbers. Good back check by Klossner, and she's able to tie the Mavericks forward up, not allowing the shot. And now we got a battle in the corner. Spear comes out with it. Morrill's skating it out of the zone, pushes it forward. She's trying to get it back to Franzen. It slides past her and into the zone and held in by Lucy Johnson. Just another minute to play here in the first. Mavericks clear. Lucy Johnson picks it up. Strong pressure here by Moundsview Irondale. Half a minute left to play. Minneapolis having a little trouble getting it out of the zone right now. Oh, it bounced it off the boards. It's going to slide all the way down. That'll be an icing call. There's just under 2 seconds left to play here in the first. So we'll do a quick puck drop and then we'll get a break. All right, so that's the end of the first period. Score is Moundsview, Irondale 2, Minneapolis Storm 1. Coach Placer talking to the girls over at the bench, presumably talking about how well they played in the second half of that period. They're able to move the puck through the neutral zone, maintain a little pressure, get some good shots off. We can keep that going here in the second period, and going to go ahead and say we'll tie this game up within the first 5 minutes. Relatively easy drive up here today. We had a little snow coming out of the cities and then a little more snow as we rolled into town, but roads were pretty dry for the most part. And fortunately for all of us fans, we got the heaters working in front of us here. So temperatures aren't too bad inside the rink. We are almost ready for the puck drop here. Sturmer is going to take it. She's out there with Substad, backed up by Jensen Cook and Johnson. And we're playing shorthanded as of right now. We got our other winger out there. And we're going to do this puck drop over. We're 5-on-5, ready to go. Sturmer winning another face-off. Played out in the zone by Substad, and she's coming up along the wall. Gets a nice shot off. Loose puck in front. Cleared out by the Maverick defender. And now held in by Avery Johnson. She pushes it down low where Sturmer battles for it. He goes suddenly pass in front to Substad. She was there, but it was defended well by the Mavericks. Benson Cook keeping it in. Mavericks going to try and exit the zone on the far side. Good pinch there by Johnson. Backed up by Sturmer. Hadley sends it back down low. And now it's Jensen Cook temporarily keeping it in the zone. There are a couple Mavericks there. And now it's the Irondale back into the Minneapolis zone. Defended well by Jensen Cook. Played behind the net by Spear. Shot came in and saved by Boyce. We're going to face off the left-hand side of Elodie. Nice job there by Franzen, getting up top to block that shot. That comes in, deflected wide by Boyce. And now Pesa ringing it around to the other side. No one was home in the breakout. Lucy Johnson steps up to play it, pushes it forward to Johnson Fueler. He's defended well. Pesa comes in to support, sends it back down low. Fossner comes over to pinch. First shot goes just wide, and now it's tracked down by Pesa along the far wall. Good pinch there by Lucy Johnson. Pesa back to support, keeping the puck in the zone. That shot just a little wide. And Moundsview Irondale was able to clear. And this will be an icing, I believe, on Minneapolis. They're going to face off back down into our zone with 12 minutes, 14 seconds left to play in the second period. Really good job by our defenders coming down and pinching and keeping the puck in the zone here for the first half of the game. Benson Trick sends it out of the zone. He gives chase. Ref preventing an icing there. And now it's pushed forward back into the Storm zone. Oh, dangerous play by Boyce. He was able to make the save. But she pushed that puck forward right onto the stick of the Moundsview Irondale player. But here's Jensen Cook splitting the D. Comes in. Jensen Cook! What an outstanding play by Willa Jensen Cook to split the D and then go top shelf to tie this thing up early in the second period. Nice little celebration there, too, by the Storm girls. All right, so we're all tied up with 11 and a half left to go in the second. Minneapolis winning the faceoff. Fossner brings it right into the zone. Gets checked into the boards, no call. Elsie's still battling for it right in front of us. It's cleared. Franzen now playing it. Pushes it forward to Johnson Fueler, but it's picked off by the Mavericks. And Lucy Johnson, I think, is going to go for a slashing penalty here. Ref was right there. Pretty easy call. And the Mavericks are going to go on the power play with 11:07 left to go in the second. Puck slides out of the zone off the face-off. Mavericks are going to have to regroup. And good job there by A.B. Johnson stepping up and pushing the puck forward into the Maverick zone. They're quick to break it out. Now they have numbers coming back the other way. Nice play there by Jensen Cook. Mavericks still able to get a shot off. It's defended well. Deflected wide right by Boyce. Mavericks holding the zone. Shot comes in right back in front. And a heck of a play there. I think that was Jensen Cook that came sliding through the top of the crease to break that one up. Minneapolis fans wanting a penalty. And a good save there by Boyce, deflecting it wide left. Benson Cook playing it behind the net. Quinn Cook comes over to retrieve along the wall. Good job there by Johnson Fueler pushing down in the zone. And this would be an icing here on the Mavericks. 12 seconds left to go on the penalty for Minneapolis. Face off down in the Moundsview Irondale zone. Franzen rings it around where it's played by Jackson Cook. And now Sturmer battles for it. Minneapolis back at full strength as Hadley works the puck around, trying to get it over to Franzen. Just a little too far out in front. Franzen able to get a shot off. It hit the side of the net. Pesa was there, but it's picked up by a defender from Moundsview Irondale. Pesa back behind the net to Franzen. He gives it back to Libby. Franzen and Pesa playing catch behind the net. Pesa sends it back down low again to Sturmer. You saw Klossner up top, but couldn't get the puck all the way up to her. And now it's Klossner defending well against the Mavericks as they break the puck out of the zone right in front of us. Lucy Johnson, fresh out of the box, trying to play the puck out of the zone. She does. She gets it to Pesa. Here comes Libby. Libby turns, fires it, goes wide, and tracked down by Sturmer along the far wall. She loses an edge, but it's kept in by Johnson initially. A follow-up attempt by the Mavericks. We're able to clear. We'll get an offside here on Minneapolis. Face-off coming right in front of us with 8:01 left to go in the second period. We're all tied up at 2. Nice face-off win there by Johnson Fueler, getting it back to Avery Johnson, who pushes it across the line, keeps it in the zone. It's picked up by Substab. Their shot was contested and now played out of the zone by the Mavericks. Minneapolis pushed it back in, but we're offside, and we'll get another face-off. Another good pinch there by Avery Johnson, stepping up to play the puck. Minneapolis temporarily keeping it in the zone, but now it's the Mavericks. Coming up the far wall, but Avery Johnson is right there, forcing the puck away where it's picked up by Jensen Cook. He has it stripped if he was picking up some speed, trying to get the puck out of the zone. It's sent back in front. Miller Spear trying to clear. Gets kept in by the Mavericks. Their shot was on net, and it's deflected wide by Boyce. Now it's pushed out of the zone by Substad. He tracks it down. Moundsview Irondale player lost an edge as he took a turn. And that was possibly going to be an icing, but Boyce played it off the side, and now it's played by Substad. She has a pick, but it finds its way over to Jensen Cook. Jensen Cook across the line. Puck slid off her stick, but Substad's there to pick it up. Substad behind the net. Oh, nice opportunity in front. Johnson Feeler was there. She got a stick on it, but the Moundsview Irondale goaltender makes a nice save and will have a face-off in their zone with 6:21 left to go in the second period. Lucy Johnson plays it in. Oh, right in front for Franzen. He couldn't get the shot off. Dermer comes down to support. Rossner in the pinch. But it's Moundsview Irondale right back the other way. And a really good back check there by Penny Franklin, breaking that play up. Johnson now controlling, working her way out of the zone. Gains the zone on the other side. Tried to get the puck over to Skirmer. Good job there by Quinn Cook backing up to support the line. And now it's Sturmer. She goes in front. Had a couple players there, but neither one of them could get a shot off. It was Moundsview Irondale defenders were in our way. They're able to clear. And maybe too many skaters on the ice. I think Moundsview Irondale just had 7 skaters out there. No call. Big miss there by the refs. Sturmer behind. Tried to center it in front to Franzen. They couldn't connect. And now it's the Mavericks back the other way. They got some numbers. The always reliable Avery Johnson is there. Shot is on net. It's deflected up and over and out of play. And we're going to face off to the left-hand side of Boyce with 4:41 left to go in the second. And we're all tied up at 2. Shot from the point is blocked by Jensen Cook. Follow-up attempt is saved by Boyce. And now the loose puck is picked up by Pesa. Libby pushes it forward, up the near wall, out of the play. And here's Substad. She's defended well, goes back in front as Johnson Fueler was there. And now it's Pesa back on it. Goes in front again. Another good opportunity for Minneapolis, but it was defended well by the Mavericks. Pesa again there. Loose puck now slides back and is picked up by the Mavericks. Shot was blocked by Jensen Cook. And now it's Pesa again, pushing the puck out of the zone, giving chase. Minneapolis able to get a partial line change. Glossner playing the puck inside the blue line. Her shot hits some traffic in front. Lucy Johnson playing on the other side, and she's going to go for her second penalty of the game. This will be a tripping call. And the Mavericks are going to go back on the power play with 3:18 left to go in the second. All right, so the shorthanded Minneapolis. Spear taking the face off. They're waiting for them to get the penalty on the scoreboard. Still waiting. And they're not able to figure it out, but I think we're able to apply some simple math to the situation. Shot from the point was collected by Johnson. Oh, sorry, that was Klossner. Klossner tried to get it out of the zone. Second shot attempt. It was deflected wide by Boyce. Klossner again on the puck behind the net. It works its way to the side of the goal. Boyce puts her glove on it, and we'll get another face-off. Good job defending there by Spear. She was able to carry the puck all the way down into the Maverick zone. Nice move there by Nora Spear, changing direction behind the net. And Paces steps up to send the puck out of the zone. And that'll be an icing. Mavericks winning the face-off. They go D to D. Shot comes in. It's deflected wide by Jensen Cook. Mavericks again going D to D. Nice pressure there by Quinn Cook. And it's Minneapolis back at full strength, giving chase. Puck will not make it to the goal line. Quinn passes it over to Avery Johnson. Mavericks are quick to clear. And I'm guessing Minneapolis is going to be offside here. Just over a minute to play here in the second. They're still tied up at 2. Johnson Fueler taking the face off right in front of us. It's won by the Maverick. They send the puck down the length of the ice. Lucy Johnson gets to it before it hits the goal line. Here goes Johnson Fueler up the left side. She's got Franzen with her. Tries to go in front to Franzen, but it was defended well. Kept in by Klossner. He sends a shot. It's played in front. Loose puck and we score! There's a lot of traffic in front of him now. And the loose puck is just hanging out there. Paces saw it. She got her stick on it. Sends it across the goal line to give Minneapolis a 1-goal lead late in the second period. That's the buzzer in the end of the second period. Minneapolis leads by a goal.
They're hugging. They're happy. That's not. Melody can go for that and
Okay. And so Minneapolis with a strong second period starts the third out with a 1-goal lead. And we're ready to go with 5 skaters on the ice. Minneapolis winning the faceoff. That was Sturmer. Moundsview Irondale going D to D deep in their own zone. They're unable to connect. Sturmer got the puck for a second, tried to feed it down low to Franzen. It's picked off. And good pressure there by Spear, slowing that Maverick forward down. Up flow just past Jensen Cook, and now it's the Mavericks back the other way. They got a 2-on-1, defended really well by Avery Johnson. Heck of a job there, Avery. And now it's Johnson sending it out of the zone. Franzen's going to play it down in the corner on the far side. She's got Spear in front, tried for a center in pass. Who's defended well, and now pushed out of the zone by the Mavericks. Jensen Cook cracks it down, sends it off the wall. Sturmer is trying to get it out of the zone. Mavericks hold. Their shot from the line goes wide. Attempt on the far side is gloved by Boyce. And we'll get a face off to the right-hand side of Elodie. Oh, dangerous play right in front. Grace is able to make the save. She hangs on, and we'll get another face off. Mavericks winning the face off. High shot comes in. Boyce got a glove on it. Puck is still loose. Mavericks again, unable to hold the line this time. Pressure from Quinn Cook threw that defender off. Foster steps up. Her shot was blocked. Also battling hard to keep it in, but Moundsview playing it out in the zone. Lucy Johnson, though, is there. She collects. Changes direction behind the net. Lucy's skating it up the ice. Trying to get a shot off. She does, but it goes wide. Johnson Fueler there on the other side. Backhand shot. Looks like it got deflected off a couple of helmets. And now it's played along the near wall and out of the zone by Moundsview Irondale. That'll be an icing, and we're going to face off back in their zone. Sterner's going to take the draw for Minneapolis. She's out there with Pisa and Franzen. Johnson and Jensen Cook are backing him up. Minneapolis able to win the faceoff. Pisa collects, sends one towards the net. It gets directed wide. Franzen was trying to feed one in front. It was defended well, and the Mavericks clear. Mavericks on a line change as Jensen Cook skates it out of the zone. Avery getting bumped off the puck there. Mavericks work the puck back in. Sturmer carries it out. Jensen Cook was there to defend. And now it's Avery Johnson. Nice pass to Sturmer. She goes across to Pesa. Travers clear, and this should be an icing. Nope. Nope. Yes, it is. 11:15 left to go in the third. Minneapolis up by a goal. Both teams getting a line change here. Looks like Spear will take the draw for Minneapolis. She's out there with Cook and Substead, backed up by Lucy Johnson and Elsa Klossner. Minneapolis winning the draw. Lucy rings it back around where Substad chases and collects in the corner. She was trying to find Spear with the pass. Oh, nice pass there. Substad had it on her stick, but that was defended well. And now it's the Mavericks right out of the zone. Good job there by Klossner, breaking that one up right in front of us. Forced out by Substad, forcing the Mavericks to regroup. Klossner. Nice move there to gain the zone. Elsa goes wide right, gets a nice shot off, but it goes wide. Mavericks clear. Spears there. Sends a pass over to Substab, but she caught an edge. They couldn't connect. Good pinch there by Lucy Johnson to keep the puck in the zone. Spear coming down low. Taking on a couple defenders. Loose puck in front. Spear got a stick on it, but it got deflected wide, and now it's the Mavericks right back out of the zone. Jensen Cook coming over to play the puck. And trying to skate it out of the zone. Mavericks coming into pressure. Both teams battle for it along the far wall. Jensen Cook trying to play it back up to Spear. Dubstad forces it out of the zone. Spear chases it down in the Maverick zone. Minneapolis able to get a line change. Oh boy, no flash there. I think the Mavericks got away with one. Undeterred, Jensen Cook gets back up, and now it's Pacer with the puck. Loose puck in front. Franzen was crashing in. She just couldn't get there in time. Benson Cook holds the line, gets it back down to Johnson Fueler. She battles for it along the far wall. And the Mavericks clear. And good job by Avery Johnson taking the right angle there. Shot is on goal, and it's deflected wide by Boyce. That shot comes in. Loose puck in front. Boyce gets a pad on it. But it is ultimately put home by the Mavericks, and they tie this one up at 3 with 7:57 left to go in the third. Firmer wins the draw back to Lucy Johnson. She tries to go D to D to Klossner. Klossner sends it out in the zone to a Substead. Battles for it along the far wall, gains the zone, and the Mavericks will clear. Klossner trying to skate it up right in front of us here. A couple defenders right on her. And now Lucy Johnson. Trying to play it out in the zone to Substead. She got taken out. Firmer jumps on the loose puck. Hadley up to Substead. Lucy pushes it out of the zone, but the Mavericks are on it. And they'll dump it right back in. Nice move by Klossner. He changes direction. He finds a little open ice. And it's also Klossner. Game in the zone. Good job by Substead not to be offside there. And a nice shot by Klossner. And a good save by the Mavericks. Pendy. She hangs on, and we're going to face off in their zone with 6:36 left to play in the third. We're all tied up at 3. Nice job there by Spear, slowing things down. Winston Cook tracking down the loose puck, sending it out in the zone. Franzen gets it. Offside is the call here. Could be an icing here on Minneapolis. It is. And with just under 6 minutes left to play in the third. We're going to face off back down in our zone. Klossner picking up the loose puck. Rep got in her way, but she sticks with it. And now she carries it up the far side, gains the zone, trying to cut back to the middle. Had it poked away by a defender. Tried to feed that puck back up in front to Franzen. And that was a good job. Nice play by Nora Spear, dropping back to protect the line. Mavericks still able to clear. Now they're going to be offside, and we'll get another face-off. Johnson Fielder taking the face off for Minneapolis. That should have been offside. Some Moundsview player came over the line before the puck crossed. Moundsview controlling, but it's Substad picking up the loose puck. He's skating him out of the zone. Gaining the zone rather, on the other side. Loses an edge, goes under the boards. And Moundsview banking that one high off the glass. No icing call there. This will maybe, no, a little too much snow on the ice right now. Substad, though, tracking it down. It's taken out along the boards behind the net. And Moundsview, Irondale right back the other way. They'll dump it in. They're going to get a line change as Jensen Cook tries to play that one out of the zone. It's held in at the line. Avery Johnson now trying to find Cook. Jensen Cook, though, sends it out of the zone. And the Mavericks dump it right back in. Jensen Cook ringing it around for Quinn Cook. Good job by Flynn forcing him out in the zone, and now it's Johnson Fueler up the left-hand side. Oh, nice shot there. Rebound. Oh, it's just sent wide. Really nice shot there by Johnson Fueler. Good opportunity for Minneapolis. Now it's Jensen Cook. Trying to find Substad. It's held in with the line by the Mavericks. Good job by Minneapolis to clear. Franzen's tracking it down. Good pressure there by Penny. Pesa tried to get a stick on it. Moundsview, Irondale right back the other way, though. They try for a centering pass. Loose puck in front. And a good job by Klossner to clear, and she skates it out in front of us. Klossner coming up the left-hand side, gets bumped into the boards. And now comes all the way across the other side to hold the line. Mavericks, though, are able to clear. And they're right back into the Minneapolis zone. Shot is gloved by Boyce. Still hang on, and we're going to face off. With 2:08 left to go in the third. We're still tied up at 3. Hadley Sturmer on the dot for Minneapolis. He wins it back to Avery Johnson, who passes it back to Sturmer. Her clearing attempt was successful. Now both teams working for it right in front of us. Puck slides out the other side. Franzen gives chase. And that'll be an offside call on the Mavericks. Good job there by Substad and Johnson Fueler. Mavericks finding some open ice. And a good play there by Jensen Cook to break that one up. Forcing the puck out of the zone. It's sent back in before the Mavericks could clear, and that's an offside. And we'll get another face-off. in front of us in the neutral zone with 1:08 left to go in the third. Minneapolis winning the draw and is picked off there by the Mavericks. And Paisley gets tripped up behind the net. The Mavericks are going to go for a penalty, putting Minneapolis on the power play with just under a minute left to go in the third. Minneapolis is going to use a timeout, and looks like Coach Klossner is going to draw up a play. So if you get a chance, check out the Resurface podcast. We, on our most recent episode, we were able to interview a former Moundsview Irondale high school hockey coach, Dave Manley. We dropped a couple stories on us from the early 1980s, where he and the Moundsview Irondale team made it to the state tournament 3 consecutive years. All the girls look pretty focused here on Coach Klossner as he gives them some directions. All right, so we got a storm power play. 55 seconds left to go in the third. Face off down in the Maverick zone. Sturmer's going to take the draw. He's out there with Paytha, Johnson, Foster, and I think that's Franzen on the far side. Face off is one. Foster gets a shot off. And a good save there. I'm sorry that Spencer took not Franzen on the far side. Good save there by the Maverick 10D. She'll hold on, and we'll do this face off all over again. See if Sturmer can win it again. He does. Foster, another opportunity. Shot comes in. Oh my gosh. Pisa was there on the doorstep. I thought she was able to put the rebound home. Puck stays out, and now it's picked up by Klossner. Here goes Elsa. She comes up the right-hand side. Defended well. Drops the puck back to Pesa. Pesa trying to go in front of Sturmer. She does, and the puck's covered up by the Maverick 10D. And we got 22 seconds left to go, and another face-off coming from the same dot as the previous two. Minneapolis keeping the same group out there. See if Sturmer can win a third consecutive face-off. And looks like maybe Moundsview is going to call it timeout. Or no, I'm sorry. Moundsview got a penalty. A hooking penalty. Okay. All right, so we're going to go 5-on-3 here for 22 seconds. Face off in the Moundsview Irondale zone. Boston's drawn up another play. Very, very exciting ending to this game, which has provided a lot of excitement and drama. Minneapolis was down. They were able to come back, went up a goal. Moundsview Irondale tied it up. And now we've got a heck of an opportunity here late in the game for a goal. As Moundsview Irondale is playing shorthanded by not one, but two players. Minneapolis has been really, really good at winning faceoffs, not only here this afternoon, but throughout the season. We'll see if we can win another one. Back to either Klossner or Johnson. And then we got Pesa lined up on the left-hand side, ready to crash the net for a possible rebound. Another face-off one. Lucy Johnson, first shot goes way wide. Pesa picks it up, goes in front, hits the side of the net. Picked up by Moundsview Irondale, gets back to Lucy Johnson. She skates it in, but it's defended well. And Moundsview Irondale is able to clear. This should reach the line before the buzzer. Yes, it does. So we'll get one more face-off in the Moundsview Irondale zone. We've got just a minute, 7 seconds, or sorry, 1.7 seconds left to go. And Moundsview Irondale players are likely going to create a little bit of a wall. Germer's going to take the face off. Won't have enough time to draw one back. She's going to try and fire one in the net. That's the buzzer. And I don't know exactly what the tournament rules are here, but it looks like this one will end in a tie. Yeah. All right. Yep. Everyone's lining up for the handshake. This one ends in a 3-3 tie. Very exciting game. Good first game to the tournament here in Chisholm. When's the second game? 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. We will be back with game two. Should